Oh, look at that. We're live for another Joking Adventure Hour. This is Saturday, August 8th, 2026. Hello to X Rumble and BitChute. Hello to Lurkers and Bots. Hello to YouTube. Hello to George.
Greetings, everybody. Greetings.
We stream every night because the stories are real, but the news, they be fake.
Oh, oh yeah.
And before we jump in...
Exceptional fakeness this week.
Oh, yeah. Fake. Fake, fake.
Yep.
And before we jump into the news, be sure you get a copy of The Immortal Mass, a 200-page graphic novel on sale now on my website, Dinales.com, CriticalBlast.com, Amazon.com.
Yep.
All right. Sida Slinger, how many of you in healthcare saw this kind of remorse coming? Valerie Ann Smith, shocking confession, former Cleveland Clinic medical director, Dr. Daniel Nades, breaks down tear apologizing to all his vaccinated patients. I didn't provide informed consents. Absolutely deplorable on my part, and I apologize to my patients.
It's about fucking time somebody apologized to their patients. About time, man.
I don't think apologies.
You know what? I think he probably took the shot himself, and he's on his way to the hella.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I don't think.
So these are my big issues regarding vaccines, and these are the things that I'd like to highlight. Number one, there is no education in medical schools that I am aware of, and being an educator at the Cleveland Clinic Learner College of Medicine and Case Western Reserve University, I am not aware of education around vaccines, their contents, safety records, informed consent, or the vaccine.
So common sense, you shouldn't be giving it out. Just on that basis alone, George.
Yep.
On that basis alone, you should be telling your student, if you don't know what you're giving to your patient, you do not put it or recommend it or even bring it up to the patient.
Yep.
Injury compensation program. We do not discuss that in 1986, Congress enacted legislation removing all liability from pharma.
We ain't talked about that.
Yeah, everybody talks about it. Everybody knows about it. You know what should have happened when they took all liability away from them?
Never take anything.
They don't take anything.
Exactly. Oh, but you want your kids to go to public schools? It's mandated.
Okay, well then you know what? It's the mid '80s. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to create the internet and teach my kid how to internet.
Fuck off. Yeah. Fuck off. All those Gen Xers who say, "Oh, I fight the system and I don't do anything." Fuck off! You guys suck the dicks of society.
Guys,
worse.
Did you have to be so fucking gross? God damn it!
Fucking A.
Bing! Oh, look at that! YouTube just hit us
for obscene language. Viewer discretion is advised. That's why we don't have any live people anymore. It's like we're gonna have to censor this out. We gotta get the clean version someday.
Yeah, yes. If people are tuning in, oh fuck this! All these guys are doing is just fucking swearing. God damn it!
I blame you. I blame you and others.
I blame Risey.
before I did this show, I didn't curse at all.
No, you did it expertly during Risey.
Mm-hmm.
Vaccine adverse events. What are we taught about vaccines? We are taught to memorize the vaccine schedule. And actually, I'm going to be sitting for my family medicine boards this year, and I am sure that I will have to memorize that schedule again in order to pass that exam. We don't discuss that almost $4 billion with a B has been paid to vaccine-injured patients since 1992. For medical professionals,
you notice that the rise of asthma, chronic illness, and everything else is under the sun been happening since the liability been taken off?
Oh yeah, like poor judgment and money management, poor judgment. And,
oh yeah, the raise a credit card came around that time
yeah,
as well.
exactly.
We expect fair balance, but vaccines seem to be absolved.
Yes, I know that credit cards came to being for the Great Depression, for a way to stimulate economy, but it didn't become super in vogue, as one would say, until the 80s.
Yep.
And then it shot off like a rocket in the 90s.
Yep.
From that consideration.
Most of our grandparents and parents, depending on what age you are, or great grandparents, were a little bit more fiscal responsible. Little. I said little. I don't say a lot. A little.
Yep.
Number 2, there appears to be a conflict of interest regarding payments to providers.
Oh no, bullshit.
Right. Yeah. Sure. Okay. Let's just play along. Let's play along. Okay.
For completing vaccine schedules. And a corollary to that, which would be number 3, patients are being dismissed from practices because of, quote unquote, vaccine safety concerns.
Oh, you don't
If you
say.
bring up a question about a vaccine and you decide not to vaccinate your child, you may be at risk of being terminated from that practice.
Oh, you don't say.
Not only terminated, you have a risk that office will call Child Protective Services saying that you're abusing a child by not giving adequate medical treatment and having that child removed from your custody and put into a foster
you
care.
Don't say.
Or relatives, but either way, your family gets ripped apart.
You don't say.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Gap.
Oh, Gap doesn't say.
No, he just says, hi, hey, guys.
Absolutely deplorable and disgusting. Number 4, and again to the Bailey family, I'm really sorry, but employers are forcing employees to receive the flu vaccine or face.
Geez, if there was more, upright doctors who would stand up and say, hey, I don't think this would be a good idea to release such a thing. But you know what?
They're not thinking that way.
Corrective action or job loss. And the fact that your dad was 6 months from retiring is...
6 months from retiring? Oh my God, who wrote that script, George?
I don't know.
Who wrote that script? This is like, I'm only 1 day left to retire.
And they brought me back in.
Murdoch, I only have 1 day before retiring. I just want to survive. Get my pension.
There's number 5, there's a lack of informed consent. And I was one of those providers who didn't provide safety sheets before vaccinating. I would tell the parents.
Yeah, okay, pause. Pause. This is bullshit.
Bullshit.
There was no bullshit. Okay, here's a scenario.
Go ahead.
Well, so the parent, whatever, the patient comes in and says, maybe she got the vaccine, maybe not, I don't know, but parent or kid or whoever patient is says, well, what's the safety rating? Can you tell me what the side effects are? And no doctor ever did this, where they pull out the safety piece of paper from the what do you call it, the vaccine box or something like that, right? He pulls it out and unfolds it 16 times. It's like a mini poster, 2 feet by 3 feet. All right.
Yeah.
It's got a mouse copy, like 3-point copy.
Yeah.
A 6-point copy. Yeah, and then no doctor ever would sit there and go, all right, so grab yourself a coffee. I'm gonna start at point 1. We got point 7,000. 7,000 points.
Terms and conditions of this vaccine.
I'm gonna read this verbatim, and we can discuss this.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see, point one, and then
Yeah,
and then
17. That's
like
worse.
say let's see, 8 hours later. So what do you think?
Oh,
Okay, Doc, I think I got it, but can you go back to points 354 and 355? I'm still I don't understand the part of may cause death
or worse.
or worse.
These are the vaccines today. We're going to give you 3 vaccines in one leg and 2 in the other. And then after vaccinating either the child or the adult patient, here's your information sheet. And again, to be completely transparent with you, I had no idea that there was even a mention of the compensation program or a telephone number to call.
Because they didn't want you to know.
Exactly. And they're only good for a year from when you got the shot. The moment
Yeah,
it's a year and a day, sorry, no competition for you.
yeah, it took too long. Too long.
Absolutely deplorable on my part, and I apologize to you.
This guy is being forced to do it.
Yeah,
Something
he
something's
has, and there's no way
something's coming out that he's trying to get ahead.
there's no way. This guy's well educated. Of course he's gonna look at the documentation and say, okay,
No. Making this public apologies where he can be liable and sued
yeah, that's the part
means
he's feeling it.
meaning that somebody has something even worse on him that he's rather, you know,
Wait a minute, you think he was double dipping into the morphine?
oh, I think he was triple dipping into the morphine.
Holy smokes! No wonder this guy's so chill.
Yeah.
My
Golly.
patients. Number 6, there's a lack of transparency regarding vaccine complications. And worse, you're being shamed as patients for suggesting that you were harmed by a vaccine. If I
What?
see a patient in the office and diagnose strep throat and give them penicillin, and either the mom or the patient themselves calls and tells me that they developed a rash, there is zero question. The chart now states they have an allergy to penicillin and will never be given it again. Why don't we believe parents and patients when they tell us?
Because $40,000 bonus kind of shuts your mouth up per patient. And if you have 200 patients, you multiply that by $40,000, and that's a good hunk of change right there.
They have had an adverse event.
Oh, by the way, other reasons. You've been indoctrinated.
Say?
You've been indoctrinated. That's the
What?
other reason.
Okay, sure.
Regarding a vaccine. It doesn't make sense to me as a medical professional.
As a medical professional, you should be looking for the safety and less intrusive matters of resolving your patient's ailment. If you bring up those questions, you should be doing it. Oh, wait, you're not doing it because you would lose your license, your medical degree, and everything else, and also the privilege and the influence that comes with this.
Well, you see,
Oh,
this.
and by the way, the money.
Yeah. But you see, this is the problem with what's going on here.
Yeah.
All right, so he can't do any of that stuff. All right, what's this?
Brian Cates responding to Outkick Fragrant 2 from Carlington, and Sophie still converts this bucket. So as you see, this is the women's national NBA, and this lady just basically thrashed her as she's about to make the bucket, or make the bucket anyways. See? That's purposely done. That that's purposefully done. Colin Ruggs, WNBA player Dejona Carleton blames white privilege after being ejected for a hard foul on Sophie Cunningham. Carleton was given a fragrant 2 foul and was immediately ejected. She was apparently rushed to the locker room so she could blame white privilege. Excuse me, that isn't white privilege. Basically, look, that's a hook. She's bleeding.
Oh, don't lie, man. That's pretty fucking cool. I would hook my hand up too.
Yeah, hook the hands. Let's hook the hands, George. Hook the hands. You know,
Yep.
it's a hands hooking. I don't see your hands hooking. By the way, Polymarket, the Women National Basketball Association commissioner announced that the league is meeting to review what a woman is after multiple former NBA stars announced plans to join the league. Donald Trump Jr., I'm going to go out on a limb and predict that Enos breaks every record in the Women's National Basketball Association in the year. She's truly going to make a spectacular women's basketball players. Ennis, after careful consideration and reviewing the eligibility guidelines, I'm officially declaring myself a Women's National Basketball Association prospect. If simply declaring who you are is all that's required, then I meet every requirement necessary to compete in the Women's National Basketball Association. Let me bring this over here. And then Trump says a week ago, but
and I'll tell you what, if I were ever, I'd be the greatest women's basketball coach in history. Because I don't like LeBron James. I like Michael Jordan much better. But I'd go up to LeBron James. It doesn't matter. I'd say, LeBron, did you ever have any desire to be a woman? Because what I'd love you to do is star on my team that I'm building up. I will have the greatest team in history. They'll never lose. Nobody will come within 70 points of this team. Now, we have to change that, and we have to make it okay to talk about it. You know, the young lady I was talking about is afraid to talk about it. She's shunned and she's canceled when she talks about it. This is crazy. Right, Kellyanne? I see my... And I'll tell you what, if I were...
You'll ask LeBron if he has any desires to be a woman. George?
Well, would this be considered a trans delivery? Would he have to take the transatlantic?
No, he has to transpass the situation.
So he's going to transform himself into a pizza delivery car?
Yeah, he's a robot in disguise.
Yes.
Cap, there's no more Dr. Hypocrites oath anymore. No. I think you wrote that wrong. There's no more doctors. I believe he was trying to say the Hippocrates oath, not the hypocrite oath. There are Dr. Hypocrite oaths. That's what we're learning the last 100 years. You know, they were going with the Rockefeller oath of doing harm to people, apparently. Allegedly. Gap After Dark. What the F? Yeah. So, hey, Riley says is brilliant and genius. The WNBA can either recruit and cite any can their freedom, or they can prove themselves as a total absolute bigots who don't believe the things they're actually advocating for. I've seen people say online that Ennis Kenner freedom is making a mockery of women's sport, but that's not all he's doing. He's making a mockery of people who have made a mockery of women's sports. Yeah, so basically, the commission came out earlier saying that trans women are women, right? And he's saying, well, if that's the case, I'll fit the criteria and you can sign me up the next season.
Ooh, the season. You say, ooh, la di da. You gonna use paprika, cinnamon, a little bit of a pinch of salt? Are you?
Yeah. Gap after dark. Yeah, Siri couldn't translate that word. No, Siri translated correctly. They're hypocrite. They fulfilled the doctor's hypocrite oath. Siri was right. He just didn't know it. So let me put this over here. Put it in context. Eric, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis Mike drops the WNBA commissioner after she plans to meet to figure what a woman is. The NBA meeting to decide whether 2 plus 2 equal 4 or 2 plus 2 equal 5. So she's the commissioner. So the women's NBA is now panicking over former NBA players Ian Freedom and Royce White filing for the 2027 draft. Holy smokes, they actually did it, George. They're filing to play in the women's national. Yeah, you got to get LeBron James in here. I was a 6 champion NBA player. I need to be the 7 champion women's national basketball player. I don't know why I try to sound like Shaq. Shaq don't play like that. Oh man. I just find it. This is another vector, right? For an audience who don't pay attention to politics, who doesn't pay attention to video games, who doesn't pay attention to movies or culture or reading. This is another way for another audience who are asleep to kind of wake the fucker up. They get a spicy little meatball up the rectum. Courtesy of the Women's National Basketball Association. George?
Hold on a sec. Give me a sec.
Do, 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 do.
Hey, keep going with the music, please.
Do,
Make it as sad as possible. So you're
telling me,
after all this time, all it takes for the WNBA and the freaking idiots is to have 2 big men from the NBA, preferably black. Chances are that you'll hit it will hit a bullseye with a black man because it's mostly black. Okay, but regardless of that, what are you telling me? It just takes two big, tall, macho, powerful players, saying, I'm going to join the WNBA. I'm going to put on a skirt and run up and down the court all by myself, carrying the basketball over the heads of every woman and barely dunking it because it's such a gauche thing to do.
Yeah.
So all it took was just 2 guys to bring out this total bullshit narrative.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, talk about heading towards
I
the
mean, this is whoever,
heading right towards the storm.
you
You
know,
know.
if you're the women national basketball teams for the 2020 draft, you're drafting those guys. I mean, these
Yeah.
ladies are going to
They're,
dominate the
they're
sport.
going to be you
This
know,
is this is
traded around like hockey cards.
this is Michael Jordan and Dennis Rodman back in the day.
Look at that. That's not even AI.
Yeah, this is the future.
Yeah, that's what it is. Look at that. Look at two of them taking out a whole team.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah.
Ah. the national the Trans Basketball Association, a new name for the NBA, which means the Nans. Yeah, no, we got it, but it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. It would have to be the Transnational Basketball Association. That way we could. That way they can um, basically market that this is an international game, George. Just get it
Okay.
transnational.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
No, you didn't get it.
I didn't get it.
Woo. Listen, TikTok. These are the two Democrats appointed judges that blocked the construction of the privately funded White House ballroom until Trump gets congressional approval. Which I don't see why he would need to get congressional approval, because he's not asking, you know, not
I'm already starting to get a headache.
not asking for not asking for money. He doesn't need
Oh no, not money.
authorization. He's paying it out of his own pocket.
Oh no.
Yeah. No. Oh man. You would think about you would think that this wouldn't be. This is overreach. It's supposed to be overreach. It's supposed to be upsetting for the people who actually follow along. Why is it over upsetting? Because the executive branch is not being allowed to do executive things, and it's not using any money, taxpayer money, to build this thing.
Yeah.
So what is it that they're so afraid that he's building and creating? You know?
Yep.
Eric, the Senate just overwhelmingly passed a Russia sanction legislation, which also targets Iran 86-11. Lindsey Graham's sister, Darlene Graham, read passage of the bill. This is a priority for him. It will authorize the president to slap 100% tariffs on the importers of Russia oil. It will now head to the House before 47 signature. Again, this is all part of the plan needed to be done for people to freaking wake up. Gunter Eagleman, rumor has it that Dennis Rodman might come out of the retirement to play in the Women's National Basketball Association. Yo, sister, you ain't ready for this. Oh my God. All we need, George, all we need is Michael Jordan. We need Michael Jordan to get on this. Michael Jordan needs to, I'm going to get out of retirement. I retired twice to play baseball, and then golf, and then tennis, and then play with the Wizards, and then I owned the Wizards, and I got out again. I'm going to play one more season in the Women's National Basketball Association with my friend Dennis Rodman.
It will be also the 7th issue that we release. So it'll be a 007 special.
Exactly. That trans video was funny. Yeah, it translates to everybody. when you realize how stupid it is, you know, yeah, it's South Park. It's South Park with that episode of Strong Woman. Oh yeah, macho man, macho woman, gonna beat the hell out of all my competitors. Yeah,
You're still kicking around.
kicking around. I kicked this heart attack, woke up and said, "I'm a strong woman." No. He just had a brain damage. He doesn't really know what he's saying.
Mm-mm.
I know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. No, sorry, it doesn't ring a bell. Move along.
Curtin Watkins, it's a fucking mafia. Instead of Congress not funding fraud because they found it using their oversight responsibility, instead of the executive branch auditors and the attorney generals finding fraud and canceling, Doge comments, points out the fraud everywhere, and the best auditors can do is find fault with Doge. The entire government, Congress, judicial, and executive embeds are the mafia dons waiting for the threat to pass and the racket to resume. So, Ken Constant, let me get this straight. Federal auditors went in and investigated Doge claim for savings and found that Elon Musk Doge didn't follow their methodology, overstating savings because contracts weren't terminated, not Doge authority, yada, yada, yada. All of this while the Senate Appropriation Committee blocks a rule to hold over $700 billion in federal grants to be federally mandated subaward tracking for transparency, and our government is fundamentally broken and corrupt to its core. Oh, by the way, this audit was requested by Senator Gary Peters, who is one of the Democrats on the appropriation, who requested the block on federal grants transparency. Hey, we want transparency, but we're not going to give you any.
They're going to give you devalued coins against the dollar?
We're going to give you preparation H because you're going to need it.
Oh, yeah.
You know? So another one with a factory reset. Steak sends a 14-year-old vegan into tears after the first bite. It tastes so good. Your body was craving it for so long.
I want to. I just don't know how to do it.
You put it in your mouth and you chew. You chew and you chew.
Are you okay? It tastes so good.
Really? That's 14 years that she deprived herself of meat and finally realizing I had 14 years to eat blissfully of meat. George?
I got nothing, man. This is so absurd, ridiculous. It's just stupid. I was going to say something like, oh, it looks like she's just going to have to wait until, the popcorn as the action happens in the courtroom. And then Raymond Burr, the ending, would say, excuse me, Your Honor, I got the real perpetrator. They would have gotten away with it if I didn't sweat them down and they confessed.
So if it wasn't for those pesky kids.
Yeah.
By the way, it's Eric. It's been revealed that President Trump's anti-birthright citizenship tourism executive order could hold up to the Supreme Court despite the leftist lawsuit. One of these executive orders is trying to expand the definition of who would be eligible for birthright citizenship. The other one is aimed at birth tourism. The Democrats undoubtedly will bring this up to SCOTUS again. Congress should pass a law and make it 100% chance that no president can reverse it ever.
Yeah, it said no one ever going through the grocery store mechanism.
Whee!
What's this? Oh, it's just a squeeze box. It's just go in it. We use it for grapes. And you? Oh, okay, sure. It's a little tight there. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Okay, I think I'm, getting tighter. My feet flat. It's okay. Don't worry about it. That's just routine. Don't worry about it. Oh, okay. Oh my god.
Some got destroyed by the waves as happenings. Others,
Just like that, Bill Hemmer and whoever talking about the Supreme Court and how one justice is not going to leave this year. It's going to be next year.
yeah. Rapid Response 47, termination of the temporary protective status is in effect for the following country plus Nicaragua.
Nicaragua.
No, Nicaragua.
No. They pronounce it Nicaragua.
No, it's Nicaragua.
Nicaragua, as in F as in physical, Nicaragua.
All right. Radical left district court judges has enjoyed termination of the TPS for the bottom 3 countries. Reminder, temporary is literally in the name. Jane Percival, for those keeping score at home, here's today's TPS update. Haiti, terminate. Syria, terminate. Yemen, terminate. Afghanistan, terminated. Cameroon, terminate. Nepal, terminated. Honduras, terminated. Venezuela, terminate. South Sudan, terminate. Ethiopia is in the process by Judge Brian Murphy.
I'm starting to see wacko here, man.
Yeah, we're going to see every country in the United States.
Wait, every country in the United States?
Yeah.
And the United States?
No, in the United States.
Every country in the United States.
Yeah.
That's the whole world.
Oh. This is so stupid, George.
Hey, what are you going to do? We talked about this months and years ago.
Yes.
And everybody's just, getting around to it. Oh, gee whiz, guys. Good job. Good job.
Yeah, it's, when we were upset about all this, everybody's like, what are you all upset about, Odo? You're overreacting. Hey, George, remember?
Trust the science. Trust the science.
Remember when we said that this was going to get weirder as it goes on?
Oh, yeah. This is the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. We're starting to bridge the weirdness.
Yep.
It's going to be in your face so hard that you can't even tell what's fake real.
Yep.
Now, this kind of pisses me off because it's damaging the environment, literally. So this is from Straight Florida. Straight Florida writes, look at this Yankee visionary standing in the surf, proudly dumping a bucket of baby sea turtles into the water with that pacey Connecticut glow and vacuous smile. She's 100%.
Oh my God! I can see. I know exactly what they're doing wrong.
She's 100%. She's 100% convinced she just saved the ecosystem. A total idiot. Facepalm. In reality, she just wiped out Leonardo, Michelangelo, Raphael, Donatello, and every one of their ninja cousins. What this clam chowder brain doesn't get it. Sea turtles, need to drag their prehistoric asses across the sand. That crawl calibrates their magnetic compass so they can find their way homes decades later. By dumping them straight into the surf, she has disabled their internal GPS, crippling their muscle, and hand deliver an entire generation of mutant recruits into the meat grinder like a drag queen story hour. Pure northern stupidity is a greater evil than the actual malice. Shredder couldn't pull a targeted extension this effectively, and he's been trying for decades. Meanwhile, this influencer just committed casual This influencer just committed casual ecological terrorism for 400 likes in a ring light high. Take
she
her.
doesn't see it that way. She sees her virtue signaling as just.
Yeah.
What a fucking idiot. Good God, what an idiot.
Illegal in Florida. By the way, if you're in Florida and you do this, you're going to prison, not jail. Prison. This is a federal crime.
Yeah.
This is part of the conversation. Florida doesn't play with this. Florida it says you don't touch the manatees, unless, even if
But it gets even better, eh?
yeah,
Uh, because she released them. I don't think she released them from their actual habitat. I think she released them from some place that is not a turtle habitat, which means that
yeah,
they don't have a fuck. And not only that, their internal compass and all that stuff.
yeah,
Them coming back to this place is the antithesis of what they should be doing.
yeah. No, all those turtles that she released are pretty much dead. She just killed this whole batch right here.
What a fucking idiot.
This is a nest right here. She killed one entire nest.
Yeah.
Right here.
Right
Why?
there. That's the nest right there. If the turtle ever makes it back, the nest is right at the edge of the water line.
Exactly. It's not even going to make it back there. Because you know why? GPA doesn't work. It takes them to drag from the nest, activate all their muscles, all the sensation to calibrate. And that takes however long it takes. By releasing them there, it's basically picking you up, George, from your comfort of your basement and throwing you across the world randomly into the ocean and say, hey, by the way, George, you need to get back home. Somewhere in the ocean. Because that's literally what she did. Oh, by the way, you're a baby and your muscles aren't fully developed, your lungs isn't fully developed. The whole mechanism of you crawling to safety, to being wired, has been disabled. So you don't even know what's up and down. You may be trying to figure out, oh, this is how you breathe. This is breathing. Those turtles may be drowning right there. Fucking stupid bitch. I apologize, but damn it. The Floridian me is just, pissed off.
This is as bad as those douchebags that did a little river.
Yeah.
From the lake to the ocean, and
no.
it exploded.
Yeah, no. They opened the beach.
Yeah.
And they diverted the river, causing billions of dollars of damage.
Yeah.
I looked it up.
And also causing splitting the tourist attraction into two places.
Yeah.
And causing what we call a hazard for children.
Exactly.
Because the torrential water will actually sweep them up into a vortex at the bottom
at the end.
Yeah. Fucking idiots.
Billions, man.
Just enjoy the water. Go surfing. Just
that's
wait
what
in the water, man.
That's what they say when there's turtle season and you see those turtles. You can take a picture, yeah, but stay the F away. Actually, it got so bad that they actually banned people from those turtle islands because people weren't like, oh, I feel sorry that the bird is eating the turtle. That's nature. The fittest needs to succeed. That's how they passed for the generation. Their species been longer existing than us, if you believe the science. So let's not mess their way of life because you feel feelings. Eric, a major leaguer caught. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth has revoked former Secretary of Air Force Frank Kendall access to classified intel after he leaked classified information surrounding Air Force One capabilities to fake news.
This guy's going away for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that is
Sa-
just so bad.
Yeah, so Department of War, safeguarding classified information is non-negotiable duty. Those who violate that trust forfeit the privilege of access any role requiring it. Yeah, he's court-martial. He's not going to go civilian court. This is court-martial ASAP, and he's going to Gitmo.
Yep.
All right. Brian Cates, what if I told you over half of the violent crimes currently going on in America is being inflicted on the rest of us by people who are only here because they came here illegally? Brian, I would say you are only half correct.
Only half correct?
Yeah,
That's a lot of halves.
yeah. Because those people who came illegally are werewolf units, George. We talked about this.
What?
These are terrorist cells.
Oh no.
Purposely done. And you know where these cells operate mostly, George?
In your body?
No.
Hmm.
They operate in Democrat controlled areas and cities.
Well, that's because they have in their off time, in their hobby time, they have positions in government.
Exactly.
Yeah. While they're there to do their primary work, terrorism, they need a hobby when they're not doing anything.
Yeah, why don't they just neat? Sew and knit. That's a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, when they go into Seacock, they'll be doing that. Never mind. Eric, Majority Leader John Thune forced the Senate into August recess without the Save American Act, but Mike Lee and Ashley Moody were among those yelling at the top of their lungs, objecting. I move to adjourn. More of our GOP senators should have pushed to stay and fight. We need secure election. Thank you, Mike Lee and Ashley Moody and everyone else who objected. Hey, George, what did I say that they were not going to pass this? Trump is going to put is already putting the executive orders in place to do this.
What?
Yeah. He's going to do it. You watch him. Cuz you have to show the people that they are not for you. They've never been you. Trump needs the optic that the Senate and House are so corrupt that you need military interventions to do it. Guess what? George, who is the commander in chief of the United States of our armed forces?
The great grandfather Donald J. Trump.
Exactly. Do you know what he can do with that great power of the armed forces?
Great things.
Yes. Basically use the military as national security because as he put during his first term, our election is a national security and an act of war, red line.
Yeah.
So he can justify an executive order and say, hey, I'm going to secure the election using the military and verifying that that all the votes are legal. Boom.
Nice.
So watch it. Speaking of which, Chief Nerds, just 48% of New York school children in the 3rd to 8th grade read at a grade level, a stunning indictment for a state that spends the most on education per pupil than any in the rest of the country. 5th grade score dropped 14% from last year. New York Post, why can't our child read? That's still too good of a writing, New York Post.
Wow.
Shame on teacher unions in Albany, as less than half of the elementary kids pass the basic English proficiency test. Of course they can't read. Yeah, if they knew how to read, you think they would be putting up with this? No.
Yes.
Sorry, George. You were going to say something?
No, I'm just laughing at the absurdity. What do you want from me?
Yeah,
I'm only human. I can only laugh so much before I start to hurt.
Yeah.
And start to feel pain.
Whiplash madness. Whiplash 437. John Solomon from Just News is reporting that EPA Chief Lee Zedden revealed to him in an interview today that he has made several criminal referrals to the DOJ after discovering that Obama and Biden's official were moving monies, $29 billion, in green energy grants around to former cabinet secretaries, donors, and political activists. That $29 billion is the money that they put in for the Hillary Clinton that they were trying to pay back since Hillary lost her election. He told me today that he found a major self-dealing scandal. Obama and Biden administration officials were moving money around to the former cabinet secretaries, to donors, and political activists. Stacey Abrams is one of them, and that's how he made several criminal referrals. They were stealing your hard-earned money and giving it to all their elitist buddy. Why does anyone pay taxes? Yeah, so this is another reason why this has to happen the way it's going to happen. How are people going to be upset enough to say we no longer want any property taxes because it's corrupt, no more income taxes because it's corrupt, no more wealth tax or whatever tax, it's going to get to the point, we got to get rid of those taxes because we only need tariffs, that's it, basically. Because all we're seeing is when you tax somebody, it's basically not going for the purpose as it's intended for. What about the children? The children doesn't get jack shit.
What?
Yeah, it's like pledging. Amber Heard's pledging. I pledge not to not thou wolf shit in the bed in the future.
I pledge to give $12 million to the something charity. Did you give it to him? Yeah, I pledged it. No, but did you give it to him?
No.
I pledged it.
Yeah.
No, there's a difference between pledging and giving. No, there isn't.
Yeah. Shaggy, it's all true. Elon Musk reposted Jason D. Minster. They arrested the President of the United States of America 4 times. They charged him 91 times. They indicted him 4 times, spied on his campaign, sabotaged his first term, jailed his supporter, raided his private residency. Hey, George, you just got to remember his private residency is a golf course resort, and it's also known as the White House South. Censor him, gagged him, and tried to bankrupt him and intended to remove him from the state ballots. When all of that failed, they tried to assassinate him not once, but 4 times. And they go on national television talking about how we need to vote for them to save democracy. Yep. And people are wondering, where's the other 2 times they tried to assassinate him? Well, you have Butler. That's one, right? You have that other assassin who was trying to shoot him when he was golfing in his golf course, Mar-a-Lago. That's 2. The Air Force One change up. That's 3, right? So where's number 4? Basically, when he was flying over Hawaii, somebody tried to shoot a rocket launcher at him. Residents of Hawaii got the alert, and then they said, "Oh, false alarm!" When the Air Force One didn't explode.
You don't say.
Yeah. Prey Medic. Scott Bassett says the United States has the largest holding of gold in the world, value of $1 trillion. He confirms it's all there. Just a reminder. Sun Tzu, come on, man. I just want to know if Tucker will ask him any of the hard question about the laptop. This is bullshit. If you're still propping Tucker and he skipped over the hard question and continue to prop up Tucker, you're anti-MAGA, you're anti-USA. Insider paper just in, Tucker Carlson sits with an interview with Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden says he'd like Representative Tom and Massey and Marjorie Taylor Greene. Let's watch a little bit of this.
I haven't seen you in 11 years, though I've talked about you. Hunter Biden.
I love Candace.
I do too.
Yeah. I like Thomas Massey and Marjorie Taylor Greene. I like that there are people that have kind of woken up.
I have really only one question, one thing that has bothered me. So I just want to ask you point blank, did you drop off laptops?
No, the answer is no. I say to everybody, okay, show me your phone. Because I showed you mine, and you didn't find a goddamn thing.
We get approached by Israelis connected to Benjamin Netanyahu who are shopping this stuff to me at Fox News. The way that it entered the bloodstream of the American media was not real.
I don't have any more secrets. Donald Trump, I think he had such an opportunity. He just decided that all he was going to do was for himself.
One of my closest friends went off the deep end, and all of a sudden Trump's under the bed, and it's like, whoa. It's like
he was under my bed. just we are at an inflection point in this country.
What's your plan?
We are in desperate need of leadership.
Boy, he doesn't even know what how lucky he is right now.
George, do you have any comments before I send?
No, it's Tucker Carlson. The guy's going batshit crazy. He's going back to his old CNN ways.
You mean like this?
I think you're a good comedian. I think your lectures are.
This is 2004 crust.
Really, you have to bring this up?
Yeah.
Boring. Let me ask you a question on the news.
Now, this is theater. I mean,
what?
Go ahead.
It's obvious. How old are you?
35.
And you wear a bow tie.
Yeah, I do. I do.
So this is.
No, I know.
So
you're right. No, let me just go. No, come on.
And listen, I'm not suggesting that you're not a smart guy, because those are not easy to tie. But the thing is that you're doing theater when you should be doing debate, which would be great.
No, it's
not honest. What you do is not honest. What you do is partisan hackery. And I'll tell you why I know
John Kerry
it.
on your show, and you sniff his throne, and you're accusing us of partisan hackery?
Absolutely.
You've got to be kidding, man.
You're on CNN. The show that leads into me is puppets making crank phone calls. What is wrong with you?
Well, I'm just saying, there's no reason for you, when you have this marvelous opportunity not to be the guy's butt boy, to go ahead and be his butt boy.
Yes,
God, it's embarrassing.
I was absolutely his butt boy. I was so far. You would not believe what he ate 2 weeks ago. You know, the interesting thing that I have is you have a responsibility to the public discourse, and you fail miserably.
School, I think.
You need to go to one. The thing that I want to say is, when you have people on for just knee-jerk, reactionary talk.
Wait, I thought you were going to be funny. Come on, be funny.
No, I'm not going to be your monkey. Go ahead. I watch your show every day, and it kills me.
I can tell you love it.
It's so painful to watch. You know, because we need what you do. This is such a great opportunity you have here to actually get politicians off of their marketing and strategy. Yeah, it's someone who watches your show and cannot take it anymore. I just can't.
What's it like to have dinner with you? It must be excruciating. Do you lecture people like this? Or do you come over to their house and sit and lecture them, and they're not doing the right thing, that they're missing their opportunities, evading their responsibilities?
If I think they are.
Look, I wouldn't want to eat with you, man. That's.
Boy, he really floundered back then, eh?
Remember, this was the last episode of that show, Crossfire.
Yeah, it was the moment CNN Big Cheese is going like, why the fuck are we have these guys around?
No.
Jon Stewart made these guys look like the fools.
Exactly. And you know what happened? He went from CNN to Fox News.
Yeah.
So
there.
Just remember, I could have ended this clip earlier because he says this is theatrics. And this is what it is. It's been theatrics the whole time. Everything that you're seeing on X is a frame, distraction. Every news that you're watching, everything is a big distraction. It's theatrics. The real things that are happening are not being shown to you. It's like a magician's trick. Look at the elephant over here, not the mirrors are being placed over here. So by the time you finish seeing the elephant, me doing woo hands, I put the cover over the elephants and the mirrors are there, and I move the mirrors, and here's the Statue of Liberty that's always been behind me the whole time. But because I had the mirrors in forced perspective, and the audience was focused on the elephants, you didn't see me putting the mirrors and blocking your view of the Statue of Liberty that was there the whole time. But now that I'm done, here's the Statue of Liberty here presenting to you. Oh, by the way, this is from GBPH. He says from
GBPH.
Yeah.
Great propaganda. Something.
I don't know. But the point is from a show I did with Alpha Warrior on February 8th, where I forecast this exact development occurring with these exact nation with Saudi Arabia playing alien role. This move is a culmination of years of diplomacy work by Saudis with the support of President Trump. Note that all three of these leaders have incredibly close relationship with Trump, despite the purported optics that Trump is Netanyahu's puppet. So let's...
Now, we have one that was between Saudi Arabia. We have one that was between Pakistan and Saudi Arabia, one between Saudi Arabia and Turkey. So you'll recall that after Israel bombed Qatar in September 9th, the day before Charlie Kirk was shot, right? Israel bombed Qatar. That led to Qatar signing a Article 5 style defense agreement with the United States. Qatar is, of course, located right here. Oh, wait, let me pull. Yeah, right.
Right over there.
Right there.
Right here.
Mm-hmm. So
there's Qatar.
So he's going to talk about
geography of this region.
So you have the main region, Saudi Arabia. Then he talks about Pakistan. Here's one of the first flare-ups. You don't want Pakistan because it's a nuclear-armed nation. You can't go over here because he's talking about the Mount Everest, the Himalayas mountains. You can't go, so you have to come through here, which is India and Pakistan for Asia. So, here's Asia, China, blah, blah, blah. They want to come over here, they got to go here, or they have to go through here or here. So what's the regional powers? Look, Turkey. Trump is friends with Turkey. Egypt, Trump is friends with Egypt. Pakistan, Trump is friends with Pakistan. Hey, George, remember back in...
You're trying to see a pattern, aren't you?
Yeah. Hey, George, remember when Gaza was happening and there was a meeting between Putin and MBS and and Trump?
Yeah, that was good old days, man.
Yeah. Guess what's open over here? This is all Russia right here.
Russia.
So he continues talking about, blah, blah, blah. So the way to get trades here, you got to go through here. This goes up here or through here.
He's boxing Iran in.
Yeah. See, look. See, here you go. So you want to control this. The Suez Canal goes here, this major choke point, and major choke point here, and major choke point here, and major choke point here. Guess what? Here's Iran. You need Pakistan. So they're fortifying this area to be self-sufficient where no other country can move them around. They'll be stabilized.
Oh, no, not stabled.
But it's going to appear like, it's unstable for the time being. So here's him pointing out, here's Russia, which will add the last part. So you'll have the regional power, which is Saudi Arabia, with the control of these powers right here, with the support of Russia right here.
Wait, did you say these powers?
These powers, which is Pakistan, Turkey, Egypt, and then finally Iran, when Iran is fully liberated again. And not acting like the prostate state. Because here's the trades that's happening. Guess what? We control this. Guess what? We also control this. And, soon we'll have Saudi Arabia and these two powers controlling this. and we'll have these power controlling this, and then you're going to see these powers right here controlling this. So it'll be a fortify Middle East where it can't be hurt. So you can listen to this by this gentleman right here. He'll explain it all.
Or I can just listen.
Probably actually went into the Middle East. It wasn't really just about oil.
Yeah. It was about the pipelines, George. The pipelines. The
pipelines.
Pipelines.
What's a pipeline?
You know, the gas line. The pipe.
Oh, the gas line.
Yes. Debriefing 17. Oh my God, more of nothing's happening. 9 criminal aliens from Venezuela pleads guilty for roles in sex trafficking organization, July 15, 2026. Debriefing 17. So, right now, what's happening is Trump is fortifying the top. His administration is going for the bottom and working himself upward the organization charts. Which is why nothing's happening, because the way that you defuse a bomb is you don't cause it to explode. You cut a wire at a time until you neutralize it.
Yeah, is this going to go? Nope. Is this going to go? Nope. Is this going to go? Nope.
Nope.
Wait, this last one. It's got to go.
Gotta go.
Yeah.
And then Senate doesn't vote for the birthright citizenship, closing the loophole, and doesn't vote for the Clarity Act, doesn't vote for this Save American Act, but they do vote Tom Blanche as the 88th United States Attorney General.
You mean they skipped all that and they've just voted something?
Yeah, and then they voted to go on vacation.
Fucking assholes.
Yeah. You know.
All right, what's this?
Yeah, you know, you have problems. Josh Howie, the definitive evidence that the 90s was the best decade. Chalk Shot, cleaner unearthed a 35-year-old Mars bar hidden in a whore's house, and it looks giant due to shrinkflation. So this is the old one, right?
Yeah.
And this is the new one.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually bigger to this one.
Oh, yeah.
So this is $1. So this one is $1.30, and this one is 25 cents. Top one.
Glorious. Glorious.
Yeah.
And that one had real nuts in it.
Exactly. Not fake nuts. Real nuts.
Real nuts.
Real nuts.
These nuts.
These nuts. Can't not lie. John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. says, breaking, Donald Trump just posted a video of this young man exposing 8 rhinos stopping the Save American Act from getting passed. 1, Rand Paul. 2, Tom Tillis. 3, Todd Young. 4, Jerry Moran. 5, Susan Collins. 6, Chuck Grassley. 7, Lisa Murkowski. 8, Mitch McConnell. Well, 8, McConnell is not with us. He's sleeping. He's, you know,
he's busy.
You know, he's been put to rest.
Yeah, apparently one of his staffers running the government for Mitch, which is wrong. His staffer was not elected.
Yeah. Hey, George, guess who's back? Back again.
Oh no!
The KK's back.
It's the glowies. You can tell by the way they move.
Yeah. See, everybody said, "Oh wait, you know, it's like nobody's falling for us in khaki pants anymore. We got to go back to the spooky sheets. The spooky sheets.
Spooky.
Ooh, we kind of scared those black people. Woo!
Yes, we gotta. Because you know why? Because Halloween's coming up, and
exactly.
we gotta play the part.
Exactly. Spooky ghosts. I'm a spooky little ghost. Yeah.
I'm a spooky ghost, and I don't care. I think I wear underwear.
Exactly. Real robbers. Here it is. Italian Gate. Barack Obama and Matteo Renzi, former Prime Minister of Italy, orchestrated the overthrow of the U.S. government on November 3rd, 2020, the single most damning testimony of the 2020 presidential election. Maria Zach, today I'm going to play an audio tape that should shock you all. It will shock America. Stefan Serafini, along with the General Claudio Graciado, a board member of the Leonardo Aerospace, was involved. The intelligence provided the U.S. with documents, calls, and photos of CIA agents, all funded by Barack Obama, who diverted $400 million in cash sent to Iran, funneled it through the Dubai to operatives in Italy and Merrill Lynch in Switzerland. Affidavit and evidence. Affidavit delivered to U.S. Congress from the Italian defense company employed, confessing on November 3rd, 2020. The affidavit provided to Congress stating work to change the results of the United States election. The audio evidence was also required from within the CIA and State Department, Larry Johnson.
Good old Larry. He knows what it is.
So if this is true, and I'm not saying it isn't true, but if this is true, then this will come back in the news. And this will be purportedly being used to say this is they stole the election and here's the evidence. Before people say, but why wasn't this evidence reviewed? Well, because the activist judges that you're seeing right now in the news were basically saying, no, we see no fraud here. You got no merits. We're not even going to look at the news. You got no standing. Bye. Is basically what happened. So no courts in 2020 and then 2021 would want to look at the evidence.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's what happens. So when they say, oh, Trump had 64 court lawsuits and all that, and all they fail, it's like, no. They just said it had no standing and refused to take up the case, dismissing it.
What are you trying to say, sir? What are you trying to say?
I'm just saying that
what are you trying to say, Herc?
I'm trying to say it was a big, giant sting operation, and all the crooked politicians and judges fell to it hook, line, and sinker. But we'll see what happens. Eric, China just slapped the U.S. company with sanction ahead of the G visit to President Trump in September. A ban on 6 American companies, as well as export controls on drones. The Trump administration has sanctioned Chinese shipping operator accused of handling Iranian fuel. China was among dozens of countries hit with double-digit tariffs last month for allegedly failing to curb export made by forced labor. 47 won't back down.
Oh, gee whiz.
This is all a show. This is all a show. And the more that people figure out this is a show, the better off we are and not worrying about the situation. But of course, people are not that finely in tune where they do it every single day like we do. So they can't recognize the pattern, and they realize, oh, this is, bullshit.
This is stupid.
Exactly.
Stupid.
So are you going to say there's not going to be World War III? I'm going to say there's going to be a presentation of World War III. And then
it's going to have a great slideshow.
Exactly.
The PowerPoint's going to be primo.
Yeah.
It's like you're there.
Exactly. And you're going to be so afraid that you think it actually happened. And then in the very last second, it'll be like, psych, we ended everybody's okay. And you're going to be all angry and say, we need to put those people to justice. We demand justice. And Trump will be like, yeah, thank you. It is justice. All right, George, any final thoughts?
Yep.
All right, thank you to Gap After Dark. Thank you to Lurkers and Bots. We'll see you tomorrow for Movie Sunday, where George will randomly select a movie and we'll watch it.
Yep.
So join us for that. Until then, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
I believe that together we can make America great again. I believe